So let's start with the light sensor. So here you can see this is our SEC Robotics Lab Private Limited light sensor circuit. So let's first of all begin and learn what is actually a light sensor. The photoresistor, whose resistivity is a function of the incident electromagnetic radiation, is a light sensor, or you can say they are the light sensitive device. They are also called as a photoconductor, whose conductive cell or simply photo cell. They are made up of semiconductor material having high resistivity. There are many different symbols used to indicate a LDR. One of the most common used symbol is shown in the figure like this. So this is the symbol of an LDR. Let's see what is the basic working principle of a LDR and how does it work. So a light dependent resistor works on the principle of photoconductivity. A photoconductivity is an optical phenomena in which the material conductivity reduces when the light is absorbed by the material. So let's suppose and see this graph. This is a resistance and this is a light's intensity. So whenever the intensity of a light increases, the resistance decreases. Or you can say whenever the light intensity decreases, the resistance increases. Means when the photons fall on a device, the electrons in the valence band of the semiconductor material are excited to the conduction band. These photons in the incident light should have energy greater than the band gap of the semiconductor material. To make the electrons jump from the valence band to the conduction band, hence when the light having enough energy in incidence on the device, more and more electrons are excited to the conduction band, which results in the larger number of charge carriers. So the result of this process is more and more current start flowing, and hence it is said that the resistance of the device has decreased. This is the basic common principle of LDR. So here you can see we have made a Proteus layout in which when the light intensity increases, the LED glows. When the light intensity decreases, the LED stops. So this is basically a video and the Proteus simulation of the LDR. Next, see what do we need to make an LDR sensor. So for making an LDR sensor, the first component we need an LDR. The LDR is basically a photoresistive component made up of CDS, which is a semiconductor which we are using for the construction of the material. The material is deposited in a zigzag pattern. Here you can see on an insulating substrate such as ceramic. The zigzag area separates the metal deposited area into two regions. So this is a zigzag portion. Then the ohmic contacts are made on the either side of the area. The resistance of these contacts should be as less as possible to make sure that the resistance mainly changes due to the effect of the light material only. Material normally used as cadmium sulfide, or you can say cadmium selenide, indium antimonide, and cadmium sulfonide. The use of lead and cadmium is avoided as they are harmful to the environment. Next we are using the resistance. So now here you can see this is a schematic diagram of an light sensor. So here you can see this is a schematic diagram of a light sensor in which we have one LDR over here is connected to a 10K resistor and one power indication LED and the input port, in which we are giving a power of plus 5 volt here, and here in the power number 3 we are giving a ground. So in this way, and from port number 2 we are taking an output. This is a 3D view of the SEC Robotics Lab LDR sensor. 5 volt ground out, this is LED and this is a LDR. Now let's see what are the basic applications of LDR. The LDR is firstly used in the light switching device. Suppose you have a home light, so whenever the light falls on the LDR, the home LEDs get stopped or vice versa. It depends upon your condition what you want to do with the LDR. Next is using the camera shutter control. So the camera shutter is actually depend upon the incidence of the light or the light intensity. So when the higher the light intensity, the camera shutter will quickly shuts, and when the intensity is low, shutter speed will be low. So that's why the LDR is used in the camera shutter. Now let's see. Next we are going to learn about sound sensor.